let's make some delicious creamy ham and cheddar soup. I made a ham for New Year's Eve, and so right now I've been boiling and boiling. You can see the water used to be up to here, and I've been boiling it for several hours. I'm going to continue to do that for a little while, but basically I just want to get a really good flavor in this into the water. I'm basically making a broth. So I added water, put the leftover ham bone with some, meat still on it in here, and like I say, I've been boiling it down for hours. We're getting pretty close to the end of the boiling down phase, so I'm going to cut some potatoes. I peeled my potatoes, although I did leave a little peel on some of them just to give the soup a little bit of earthiness. I'm now going to cube them. Now I'm about to strain all of this broth to get all these bones and extra meat out. I'm going to strain this right into the potato pan. So I've now put the potato pan on the heat, and I'm going to go ahead and boil this, stirring it every once in a while until my potatoes are tender to a fork. So this is what I strained out of the broth that I had been making. And so what I'm going to do is, once this cools down a little bit, I'm going to separate out the good meat and then add that back into the pan that the potatoes are in. And then they will cook as part of the soup as well. So I'm still waiting for the potatoes to become more tender, but you'll see that I threw in the extra meat. I also had just like some leftover meat in my fridge, generally speaking, from when I made this ham. So I cut that up and threw that in as well. I'm also going to throw in some salt and pepper. You can kind of use what you've got in terms of like your milk products, like half and half, heavy cream, regular milk, whatever. I'm going to use a mixture of whole milk and some heavy cream. Now that my potatoes are fork tender, I'm going to go ahead and add the milk and heavy cream. Now I'm still going to kind of thicken this, and I still need to add the cheese, and I have like this much space left, so I'm going to put it back in my large pot. That's what I get for being one of those kitchen witches that just kind of like guesstimates all my measurements. I have room! Now this is a mixture of a few tablespoons of cornstarch and cold milk, and I'm just going to incorporate the cornstarch, and then once it's incorporated, I'm going to put it into my boiling pot of soup. Now I added the cornstarch mixture a couple of seconds ago, and you can already see that it's starting to thicken up just a tiny bit. It'll happen very quickly. Now I've just added a couple of cups of mild cheddar cheese shredded, and then I'm going to mix that up. Once your cheese is nice and melted, you can remove your soup from the heat and serve it.